Hello everyone, JRDeal96 here with a brand new episode of Black Ops 3. Now in the last video, I don't think there is no need for an explanation. I got really angry. And by the way, just a little side note, this is actually take 2 of this particular episode because when I tried to record this particular numbered episode, immediately after that rage-filled video, it was probably the worst rage you will probably never hear. Because what do you know? The capture device decides to say, "Fuck you, James. You're not gonna have you're not gonna have the glory." And I'm pretty sure this is it's gonna continue to happen today. So this whole video is pointless then. So, anyways, let's continue the misery, shall we? I actually, let's talk about something that I kind of been living under a rock when it comes to this guy, and it's weird for me to say this when I admire the guy, and he is one of my role models, and a huge inspiration to me for my lifestyle, and my choice of my lifestyle. CM Punk. I've been living under a rock. I'm pretty sure I'm obviously been living under a rock for a while because, first off, he won that lawsuit against that doctor that apparently refused to treat that fatty deposit that turned into a MRSA staph infection, and apparently he won the lawsuit. Him and Colt Cabana. 3, 2, 1, let's go. To be honest, I think Colt Cabana had nothing to do with it. Like, I felt it was really stupid that Colt Cabana got dragged into this. Because it's funny, it's like Colt Cabana doesn't even work in the WWE. CM Punk did. Well, Colt Cabana did work there for a little bit, but it was like it didn't last long. You fucking asshole. Like, he didn't last there long. Like, he got released, like, shortly after. But Punk, I don't know what it is with Punk. Like, I really, again, but here's the thing, like, honestly, I don't know what to believe, because I remember when, obviously, I clearly remember the day that podcast episode went up, and I pretty much got it hot, like, I listened to it hot off the presses. It was on Black Friday, I believe, and it was, a really interesting thing to hearing Punk talk about why he left, and my assumptions of why he left were true. Like, I guessed the reason why he left was probably because of his health. It was for health reasons. Because he had to heal a lot of injuries, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I'm thinking that. That was what I was thinking when he left. So when he said that, I'm like, oh, so I was right. Somewhat. Because I remember in the last few months of his WWE career, I clearly remember he didn't look well. He looked pale. He looked really pale in the last few months. In the last, like, month or two. And I'm like, what the fuck? Is he sick? Like, is he sick? Because he's really playing it off as if he's not. Really well. And to me, he looked a little pale. Like, I'm not saying he was freaking white as a ghost. I'm not saying that. But still, he kind of didn't look like he was well. Health-wise. He kind of looked a little sick. And I'm guessing, well, maybe it's because of the meeting people and going around the world, blah, blah, blah. Like, because they did that European tour just not too recent before that. So I was like, alright, maybe that was the reason. But, when I remember, I watched his last appearance I watched his last appearance in WWE live, and I didn't find out about Punk walking out on WWE until like a couple days later. Like I got home from that fan access of Super Bowl 48 because Super Bowl 48 was taking place in the New York, New Jersey region at the time, and I got home from that. Me and my mom and my dad went to that, and I got home and I looked on YouTube, and the first few things that popped up immediately was CM Punk quits, CM Punk walk out, CM Punk quits, a lot of quits, a lot of quitting like headlines. A lot of headlines that said quit. And I'm like, what the fuck? What happened? Because I thought the reason why he wasn't on Raw was to sell the choke slam for the announce table. But it turns out that it wasn't really the case. He pretty much said, fuck it. But going back to the podcast, when I heard that it was a staph infection, I'm like, oh my god. Because at the time, I just recently recovered from a staph infection. When I got my tattoo on my right shoulder, it ended up becoming infected, and it pretty much started forming these pimple-like things around the tattoo, and it was not really fun. It was not fun going through that hell that was. And I'm pretty sure some people will be like tell me like maybe you shouldn't get another tattoo. The thing, here's the craziest thing. Literally, the day after I got my tattoo, my dad went to the same guy that gave me my tattoo, and immediately he gets a tattoo. He gets a tattoo from the same guy the next day. Literally. The next day, after I got mine, he went to the same guy and got a tattoo from him. I don't know what it was. Maybe I put too much of that cream, whatever, whatever moisturizer stuff that trapped a lot of the stuff in there and caused it to go into my bloodstream. Because I clearly remember when I had the MRSA infection, I clearly remember one of my veins around my collarbone and shoulder region were blackened because I guess from the infection. So I had no idea what it was from. I thought, okay, maybe it's trauma from the tattoo, but it just, when the pimples started forming around my shoulder, I'm like, oh my god, like what the fuck's going on? And then it got really bad. Like it started to pain. It was so painful too. Like I'm a righty, and especially when I work at a deli department and cutting cold cuts and I'm a righty and I use my right arm a lot. Ugh, it was not pleasant. It was not fun. I could barely lift my arm up without I could barely lift my right arm up without crying, because I swear if I kept, there were moments where I almost was about to cry because of how much pain I was in, because it was so bad. It was really, really bad. But again, what can you do? I went to college. When I went to college, get out of my way, dude. I went to college and one day, and I went to the nurse's office to get a new Band-Aid, and they asked me where did you need it, and I showed them. I showed them immediately, and they're like, "Oh, dude, that's really infected, so you really need to get to the doctor." And I'm like, "Oh, okay," because I knew right away, like, oh, this is serious. Like the way they were talking to me and everything, that like I knew it was not. They were not playing around. Well, as if, I'm not saying that they do play around, but still, it's like they were serious. Like, I'm like, all right. So I went to the doctor, got prescribed some of that powerful medication. that I had to take one pill, like one, like morning and one at night. One at night, one in the morning. Like, and I had, in the morning, I had to drink this, like, Danimals, like, not necessarily, not literally, but, like, something similar to that. Like the Danimals, drinks, those little, like, drinks to, I guess, I don't know what to do. I don't know what it does, but whatever. It is what it is, like, and then after a few weeks of that, and literally squeezing all that shit out of my arm, I had to get this, this dry cleanse, like, this soap that apparently dries your skin bone dry, so it rids the remnants that are still in your bloodstream. And that was it. So going back to the CM Punk thing, I don't get that. Like, why do I go from one thing to another? Like, I talk about CM Punk and then I talk about myself because I'm always self-centered. But, so going back to the CM Punk thing, like, the only thing I can agree with him on is how painful staph infections are. They're not fun. So, after hearing all what he had to say, he got fired on his wedding day, he couldn't get his paycheck, here's the other thing, too. I did not hear him mention the doctor by name. I clearly remember listening to it over and over again so many times to make sure if he did say Dr. Aman or Chris Aman, all I heard him say was Doc. That's all I heard him. Like, honestly, he could have been talking about Doc from Back to the Future for all we know. Like, who knows, like, who he was referring to. Like, he called him by Doc, and apparently Chris Aman, this doctor, took it upon himself to really make it known that he was the one. So, then the doctor sues Punk and Cabana. I'm like, why sue Colt Cabana? Like, he has nothing to do with it. Oh, because he had the podcast? Like, so fucking what? Defamation of character, blah, blah, blah. Slander. First of all, if I'm going based on what CM Punk said, so I don't know if it's necessarily true. I'm just going based on what CM Punk said. If you treated CM Punk with that infection, if you fucking did what he told you to do, then we wouldn't have been in this situation. Punk would have probably still been in WWE at this point. Who knows? But you drove him out of the company. It's one of those crucial factors. It could have been obviously because he's not in the WrestleMania main event. Seriously, I don't understand why this doctor didn't fucking treat him. I'm surprised, like, I don't understand. Like, it's so easy just to treat a simple, like, fatty deposit, just a couple stitches, and that's it. Cover it with a bandage, and that's it. Whatever. Simple fucking science. Simple doctor shit. But no, we need to make it, I'll give you a fucking Z-Pack. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Just fucking get rid of it and that's it. No problem. He doesn't have to worry about it. With this fucking doctor. So, I don't know. So then CM Punk had that, lawsuit going on for the last, like, it's been 3 years. Because the doctor sued him in February 2015. So this lawsuit has been going on for the last 3 years. And it really didn't, like, pick up until, like, a few weeks ago. Like, it started to, like, wrap up, I guess. Where the jury and the judge really looked it over. Testimonies and stuff. Like, whatever. But still, and then finally, I guess, after that because I remember when Colt Cabana went backstage to WWE, and that pissed Punk off. That pissed him off, where he became no longer friends with him. Like I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Because I can understand why Punk got mad, was because, hey, we're supposed to be, you're the enemy. We're their enemy. Seems like we're just getting dominated now. Okay, all those bullets go into you, and nothing hurts. All right, I'm getting out of here before I lose it. I'm leaving this lobby before I fucking lose it, because that's what the game wants me to do, is just lose it. If they stop putting me in lobbies that are not this fucking spawn killing. How much you want to bet this footage is not going to go through, though? That's the question. But, anyways, again, with Punk, this was like 2 years ago when this incident happened where Colt Cabana went backstage like to visit friends, and Punk got really mad at him, and he decided to I guess break up the friendship, whatever. Like, it was like the weirdest thing in the world. Like, this was like days before his first fight. Punk. And speaking of fight, here's another thing why I've been kind of been living under a rock. CM Punk has his second fight this Saturday. In his hometown of Chicago, and I don't think that's gonna help. I pretty much saw how the first fight went, and I knew how it was gonna go. Even as a fan of Even as a fan of his, I knew what the outcome was going to be. He was going to lose the fight. Like, either by knockout or submission. I didn't think he was going to last every single round that he was in. I didn't think he was going to last that long. He doesn't have that enough training, to be honest. He only trained for over a year and a half. That's it. He only knows Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, and that's it. So I guess maybe that was like a wake-up call to really make him. So I don't know. He might have really changed in the last year. So who knows? Even when I met him, I knew not to mention that fight because again, that was really bad. I felt bad for him. I really felt bad for him when he lost. I'm like, oh man, fuck. But again, I knew that it was going to happen. So I don't know. I really have no hopes for Punk, unfortunately, for his second fight. Most likely he's probably going to lose by knockout. Or submission. I will be honestly surprised if he does win his fight. Honestly, I would be really surprised if he ends up winning the fight. But I know that he won't win the fight. Because he's... Well, what about Brock Lesnar? Brock Lesnar was completely fucking different. He's completely different. He had a lot more amateur wrestling experience in there. That was the thing. Brock Lesnar already had like experience in like amateur wrestling, freestyle wrestling. So he has like experience in takedowns and stuff. So it's no surprise. And Brock is a fucking beast. Punk is like a dwarf compared to him. Punk is a dwarf compared to fucking Brock Lesnar. Lesnar and his fucking micro penis. According to one of my internet friends. That made me laugh so hard. So I honestly don't know what will happen this Saturday for him. I wish him luck, even though luck is for losers. But I wish him the best. And I hope that he does at least last a round. That he can at least last a round. That's the big challenge for him now. It's just to last a round. because he barely made it through most of the first round before. He didn't have any offense. He went down, and Mickey Gall took him down. And Mickey Gall really just beat the shit out of him for most of the round until near the end where you put him in a chokehold. That was pretty much the fight. If I could sum it up in like a couple seconds. In like a couple sentences. But anyways, let's talk about that meme that I created on Instagram. Oh my fucking god. Can you die, please? Ay, ay, ay. See? This is what this game does to me. This game has said, no, you're not gonna have the glory of killing him. Oh my god, this fucking person. I'm not gonna do it, game. I'm not gonna fall for your fucking trap. I'm not falling for your fucking bait. I'm not falling for it. I wanna live a lot longer than this, dude. I want to live a lot longer, so I'm not falling for your shit. I'm not falling for your bullshit, dude, so try me. Oh, what a surprise there. There's somebody up there. Okay, okay. There's nothing I can do! These fucking cunts! And then now the other guys in the distance on the other side looking around the other side. You cunt! I seriously got so angry in that episode you'll never see because of my capture device being a douchebag. Can somebody please kill these douchebags? Because for some reason they won't fucking die for me. I always get the assist, but not the full credit. Die, asshole. Die! Fuck's sake. Whoa, for fuck. Oh, run. Oh, running away. This is Sniper. Run. I can't do the screams like how Jack does. That's just fucking... That's skill, literally. Speaking of that meme that I created with the Bumblebee trailer with the all the way. I swear to God, when I first saw that trailer, that was the first thing that came to my mind. Shut the fuck up! Can I go through one fucking sentence without hearing ding over and over again? Who are you telling your phone? Well, shut up. Shut up. Aye. You're trying to fucking show sympathy because you didn't want to fucking listen to me while playing with a fucking Ouija board, you stupid fuck. So I'm done talking to you. Because I don't fuck around with that shit. I seriously don't fuck with that shit. After seeing that some of those videos, even that Ghost Adventures episode, even though they might have faked some of that, but still, a Ouija board is like signing your death warrant. That's pretty much what it is. I don't care. I don't care. That is literally asking for... That's literally playing with the fucking devil. Oh, look at this cunt. Look at this poor piece of shit who has no life but to camp. He has no life, but so he has to camp around like a fucking cunt that he is. Blah, blah, blah. Literally, the second I stopped talking about CM Punk, back into rage. Back to business. Shit, the second I come back here, he's gone. The guy's gone. Literally. No surprise. No. You're not getting the kill there, you stupid shit. Of course, nothing happens! God damn it! I waste my gravity spikes for nothing. Oh, fuck me. Be advised. Fuck off. I don't need to hear your stupid shit. Yeah, this would have been a perfect opportunity to use the goddamn thing. This would have been a perfect opportunity to use the goddamn gravity spikes, but no! I use it for something else. Oh, there he's dead. Here they come. I'm done. Fuck this shit. Seriously, I shoot so many fucking bullets into these fucking pieces of shit and they don't fucking DIE! But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my misery for a little bit there. So, if you like what you saw here, even if this footage does go through, if it does, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Be sure to also check out my Instagram because I make cool edits and Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, even myself. I also do reenactments and cosplays on there, so go check it out. And be sure to also ring that bell to be part of the notification squad. So until next time, JRDL96 signing out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.